All right, we are back. Day 54 of 365 days of How Do I Love Myself Today? And I haven't gotten very far. I'm waiting for Kyle Hollingsworth to join me. She's my special guest every other week. I'm bringing in her talents and um, all of the ways that and I'm very excited because she just showed me something that she's doing, and Facebook is adding you. It's connecting. Yay! So
Hi.
excited. Hey, Kyle, it's so great to have you here again.
Hi.
Hi. I
Hi. How are
promise I'm going to figure out how to do the side, how to have us both on the split screen. That's going to be so much more awesome. I don't know. Can I do
you? Yeah.
okay, maybe not. Yeah, I will figure it out. We're doing this 365 days. I'll get to it.
Okay.
Oh,
No worries. We can see each other now.
we can see each other, yes. My Bluetooth disconnected. I might end up talking over in the other side of the house. I love it. You have this light shining down across your face. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. It's so cool. Hey, Jose, nice to see you. Wow. Jose's joining us. And so the container of these lives, these Facebook lives, is how do I love myself today? So
Yeah.
I I happened to see your gratitude every day, and it was like day 404. And Paul, hey,
Hmm.
welcome, Paul. Um, and I just remembered how much of an impact that I've received from following you on Facebook and meeting you that one time, and it just feels like we became really close friends, even though, it's like I interviewed you for my radio show back then, and it's been a lot of years, and we've kind of followed each other back and forth. And then,
Yeah.
so I asked you to be a regular guest in live, and you graciously said yes. But I put you on the
Yeah.
spot like that. And so today, go ahead and share with me how you're loving yourself today. And I actually have your site up on my screen so I can show it.
Oh,
I
you do?
do.
What? Yeah. Well, it's interesting because there's a lot of difficulty right now, personal in our personal life and also in the world. And I just decided today I'm going to allow myself to celebrate because I actually just this past weekend on Saturday I hosted a fundraiser, hosted and performed in and emceed and all the things, a fundraiser for two women in our community who are dealing with rare and aggressive cancers, and we were able to raise $4,500. And so that was just an amazing, beautiful, love-filled experience. And I'm just kind of allowing myself now that in the wake of it to really appreciate what we did, what we were able to do. And the other thing is I launched my website today that I've rebuilt after about 10 years. And I've been sort of sitting on it and not really sure it's done. And then I remembered someone said to me, who I admire, done is better than perfect. And so I made it live, and I thought, screw it, let's just put it out there,
Would it be okay if
So
I
that's
showed?
oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
So let's see. So it's going to
Yes.
switch here. Oh, okay. So there it is, Kyle Creative.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah,
is the
it's
logos. Oh,
kyle-creative.com.
Kyle Dash Creative.
Sorry?
Yes. And
Yeah.
I have it on the logos because I need a logo that represents me. And I mean, you've been, like I said, though we've only met in person once, I feel that you have a really good sense of who I am. And I can't think of anybody I'd rather have do my logo. So,
Oh, thank you. I'm excited and honored to do that for you. Yay.
yeah. So you have
Yeah.
a home,
Yeah.
about, work, fine art, writing, music, contact, and we could flip through all of that, but I'll let people find it. Let's see, can I get it? Oh, well, you said it, kyle-creative.com.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Gwen.
Yeah,
So yeah,
absolutely.
that just felt good to do, put out there, and so yeah, just it's interesting. Every day we find a different way to say I love you to ourselves, and if this feels good, it feels a good day for me. It feels nice to feel accomplished. So thanks for letting me
Fantastic.
share that.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. For one, I'm
Thank
helping
you.
out those friends by, giving your time and your talents to MC and music, and I'm sure you did a ton of promotion as well. I think I received some information on it from you, and of being here, and
Yeah.
I wasn't able to make it, um, and doing done is better than perfect. because
Mm.
being a
The big one.
yeah, being a perfectionist is one of the ways that we actually beat ourselves up, and that's not loving yourself. So
That's right. That's And we hold back from the world. What I notice is that if I worry too much about whether something's perfect or ready, or if I'm waiting for permission to do it or to put it out there, then it never comes. It's within me. I wrote something years ago that about the permission you seek is within yourself.
it
And I
absolutely
just have to
is.
constantly remind myself that I'm the one who gives me permission,
Yes.
and I always have it.
Yeah, that's actually I was sharing in the event that I did last night, and I I did it without an outline, without
Hmm.
notes, without without a key without a point what are those things that people use, keynote or whatever. Those
And
things I don't use them. I, so I just trusted that I knew my content well enough and that I had structure enough within me from a mentor and from the leadership training that I had back when I was in Orange County to and tapping into the me that the other me that is my CEO and runs a successful speaking and mentorship company in another dimension, that all of that would come together with the knowledge that I hold and what I do with clients all the time and be able to deliver a great talk. And I was terrified.
did.
And I was going on
You
trust,
did.
and I gave myself permission. And part of is I use the structure of my Health to Happiness project, or it's actually Health to Happiness method that I work with clients to go from divorce and separation and breakup and loss to happiness. And
Mm.
the it's a 90-day program, and in the third month, the second week is permission, because unless we give ourselves permission, so I talked about that a lot. If we're
Mm.
always looking for permission outside of ourselves, but unless we can give ourselves permission, we can't reclaim ourselves, and that's what the third step is. It's release, revive, and then reclaim. And you can't reclaim yourself if
Mm.
you can't give yourself permission to be yourself, permission to
That's right.
do done is better than perfect, permission to
Yeah.
help others and to get things, to put things out there instead of waiting for someone to say, "Oh, you can do this."
Sure. Or permission to shine or permission to fail.
Oh,
Doesn't really
permission to shine. Oh no.
matter. That's sometimes scarier than failing for some of us, right?
Uh-huh, it really is. I think there's, especially in entrepreneurs, there's a bigger, and creatives, there's a bigger fear of success than there is of failure. Because I
I get
I
it.
could have canceled yesterday. I had good reasons
Hmm.
that I could have canceled it, and I chose not to. And it was a
Awesome.
huge, huge
Yay.
breakthrough. In fact, probably one of the biggest breakthroughs that I've had in a long time, because I've
Excellent.
canceled talks more than once. And the fact that I went through
Hmm.
with it, and that I knew I was going to have 7 people in the room. They didn't end up being the same 7 people I thought were going to be in the room, but 7 people were there out, other than me. And
Yeah.
I showed up. And in the past I wouldn't
Good.
have. So
That's all you got to do.
yeah, so that's
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 all.
acknowledging that with you right now is another way of loving myself today. And when I first started doing this, I had a friend that said, I wouldn't know what to say after the first couple days. And I'm like, well, there's something new every day. I mean, I'm finding things throughout the day. Oh my gosh, I just love myself in that way. I just love myself in that way. So thank you so much for being my
Yeah.
special guest and joining me. And how do you love yourself today? 365 days we're
You're
doing
welcome.
it. Jose, Paul, if you like,
Thanks,
yeah,
guys.
give us a like, give us a love, share it with folks. Share how you're loving yourself today, and let's get
Mm.
Facebook showing this to more people so that we can have
Yeah.
more people loving themselves by the end of that 365 days. So,
We need this right now. So thank you for doing it. Thanks for having me, Gwen.
oh, it's so awesome having you. I'm looking forward to next, in 2 weeks' time, only it's going to be at 2
Hmm.
p.m. Pacific. And we might be a little flexible on that because I will be arriving in Melbourne at 12:30 our time Pacific. So it'll be 7:30 in the morning there
Mm.
on Saturday
Okay.
instead of Friday. I'm traveling in
You can
time.
do it.
It's so cool. All right. So
Yeah.
again, thank you so much for being my guest, and we'll talk with you in 2 weeks' time.
Okay. Bye
Bye,
bye.
everybody. Thank
Thank
you.
you.